Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some more K1 action on the way for you next. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner from Optimum MMA. Give it up for Pete Butler. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner from Team Fuzeta. Put your hands together for Mangirdas, Kiklieruis.
They get the stop from me, go so they copy Drake. Maybe I just don't know when to turn around and walk away. But all the hate, I call it walk on Watergate. I've had as much as I can tolerate. I'm sick and tired of waiting. I done lost my patience. I can take all of you motherfuckers on it once. You want it shady? You got it.
Introducing to you one more time, fighting out of the red corner from Optimum MMA. Put your hands together for Pete Butler. And his opponent standing across the cage in the blue corner from Team Fuzeta. Put your hands together for Mangirdas, Kiklieruis. This K1 contest will be fought over 3 2-minute rounds. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Dan Moverheady.
Straight back into the action then, 74 kilo K1 fight here. Pete Butler of Optimum MMA in the red corner with the red and black shorts. He's fighting Mangirdas, Kiklieruis out of Team Fuzeta in the blue corner in the white shorts. A very confident young man was Mangirdas as he came out. You see straight away, Dean, he's got a significant height and reach advantage, so let's see if he can make that pay in this fight as we get underway.
Just his demeanour system here as well. He's coming out, when he was coming out to get the checks before he came into the cage, he's very calm and collected. He was still looking at his coaches, you know, thanking them for taking his t-shirt off. I mean, he's psychologically here, ready to perform.
Switching stance as well, Dean. Nice body shot there as he pushes forward. Some great combination work, Dean. Landed up, stop to the body and then to the legs as well. Fantastic.
Kiklieruis did a great job of circling away. He skips out to the side, looking for the turning technique there, but turns it into an uppercut. I love the way he's able just to throw those punches at any angle.
Yeah, Mangirdas is a real box of tricks so far. Let's see what Pete Butler can unearth to try and take those tricks and chuck them in the bin. He needs to land some big power. And he looks like he has got that power in him. He's short and stocky. He's throwing a big right hand already. Just trying to work out the puzzle that he's got in front of him at the moment.
So Butler's got to think about getting in nice and clean. A lot of head movement, use the rolls to get in. Can't just sit there and cover up on the outside. He's going to eat all these shots. He needs to throw punches in bunches, work the head movement, get nice and close so he can land those punches.
I think Mangirdas hurt him with that left to the body, Dean. And now he's pushing Butler backwards. You saw Butler took a huge intake of breath when Mangirdas landed that big left hook to the body. See if he can suck it up. He's certainly doing well so far. He pushes forward, looking to push Mangirdas backwards, but a big left hook there from Kiklieruis. And he's throwing some heavy leather here, Dean.
Butler's got to cover up here, and he's got to get out of this position. That body kick hurt him there. You see that right hand go down towards his body.
Yeah, that's exactly why I say he was hurt before. I think that's a little bit tender after the big left hook and now the big left kick as well. He landed the right hand there though, Butler. Just to make sure he's not going to telegraph that. Fair play to Butler, he's coming back into it.
His confidence is growing here. He's using that jab, he landed that right hand, put the leg kick in there. He needs to just keep that confidence and keep that kind of combinations going, move off, keep the hands nice and high.
What will be interesting to see is Mangirdas was throwing lethal power into pretty much everything that he threw there. I want to see if his cardio can stand up to it. He was landing a lot, but Pete Butler was certainly not going anywhere. Here we go, back underway, round two.
Kiklieruis did a great job of working on the outside. He uses his range beautifully. He bounces in and out of range, then fires. Just misses it with a kick. Beautiful work from Butler, hammering the legs down. That's smart play. He's trying to take the spring out the step of his opponent here.
And Butler's got Mangirdas on the cage here. Some huge leg kicks landed early going. As you say, with Mangirdas being the taller, rangier man, those legs are there for the shorter Butler to kick away at, and he's landed some heavy ones there, Dean.
Butler now a lot more calm and collected. He's more precise with his shots. And you notice there with that right hand to the body, he knew he wasn't going to get it, so he pulled it back so he could evade out of that position.
Looks to me like he's been given some really good advice in the corner there as well, because as you say, he came out and hammered those leg kicks straight away, and that is the... And again, look, on the lead leg of Mangirdas, and that is starting to redden up that lead leg. He's really looking to punish those legs of Mangirdas, slow him down a bit. And again with the leg kick, Dean.
Mangirdas now bleeding from the nose. This is beautiful work from Butler. He's really come into his own here in the second round. Using some great footwork, utilising the jab. He's not just covering up on the outside for Mangirdas just to fire off at him. He's actually in this fight now, Mark.
He's absolutely slamming leg kicks in, but now Mangirdas has got him against the cage. He's got to get out of there, and he does, to his great credit. Mangirdas, is he starting to slow down? Certainly not being as super aggressive as he was earlier. Those leg kicks will really slow you down, Dean.
Might be having a bit of trouble breathing there with the blood in the nose, runs down the throat and obviously blocks the nose there. He could be having to breathe through his mouth, which will open up an affordance here for Butler to strike. When your mouth's open, it's easier to obtain the knockout.
Butler's gaining confidence with every shot that he throws. He's starting to back Mangirdas up now. Mangirdas nicely checks that, he comes forward. But again, Butler seems to just... Those shots seem to bounce off him. Very impressive work from Butler here.
See now Butler, more calm. He's really precise and thinking about his advances. There, he's on the outside, using the jab, powering it out, then throws the head kick. Beautiful work from Butler.
Well. Did fortunes turn in that round, Dean, because Butler came out, slammed in those leg kicks early doors, and that seemed to be the tail of the second round, because that gave him the confidence to plough forward, and you'd say Mangirdas was on the back foot. Certainly loads more than we saw in the first round. You could argue it's 1-1 going into the third and final round.
Yeah, Mangirdas needs to go back to basics, use his range, fire off of that range, and then Butler needs to get in and keep doing what he's doing. A really exciting fight here, Mark.
Absolutely. What a barn burner. Some great action here, Contenders 24, and stay locked to Fight TV pay-per-view, because we've got even more good fights coming up. We're just getting started here at the Epic Studios in Norwich. Here we go, third and final round, and what a fascinating final stanza it's shaping up to be, Dean. Let's see who can impose their will, because I think that could decide the fight.
Kiklieruis now working on the outside. I like this. He's got to pick these shots, work the combinations, use his distance as an advantage, but he's got to check those kicks, Mark.
My goodness, those kicks are absolutely thunderous. I'm wincing here at cage side, Dean, because he's absolutely tenderising that lead leg of Mangirdas like a ham in a butcher's shop. He's beating it up.
Now eating some leg kicks of his own. That one went a tiny bit low, but he's all good to go.
Butler's saying, let's continue. I don't want you to have any breaks. I feel like I've got the upper hand here.
Butler's really in his groove now. Wants to keep this going. Circle out of these positions, keep nice and heavy. Looking for the Superman punch, but eats that left hand from Mangirdas.
Yeah, Butler can't afford to give Mangirdas space, because that's what he wants with those big kicks, that rangy frame of his. He's got to be all over him, got to be backing him up, and that's what he's doing now against the cage. Nice left hook there from Butler. Walks into a knee from Mangirdas. It's back and forth action, Dean.
Butler did some great work there on the cage side, felt the back, moved immediately to his right side. Now you can see he's switched the position down. He's on the offense now. Put the leg kicks in, beautiful.
My goodness, there are some of the heaviest leg kicks I've seen in my time commentating at Contenders. And Mangirdas now, his leg is reddened. He can't be pushing off with that with as much power as he started off. And again, Butler goes back to the well, Dean.
Butler's got to start hammering that leg. Every other shot, he's got to initiate a leg kick, or perhaps finish with a rear leg kick there and chop that one down.
Wow, an axe kick there from Mangirdas. Caught Butler maybe. Butler now starting to slow down. Mangirdas can have a bit of success here. He's giving him the space. Body shots from Mangirdas. Knee two. He's got a clinch here, Butler. Sucking up the air. Just seconds to go here at Contenders, Dean.
Butler now driving Mangirdas back to the cage. Mangirdas looking for those punches. Beautiful leg kick again at the bell.
What a fight. Fight of the night for sure so far. Back and forth action. And that's the sort of quality action you're going to see here all night in Contenders, Dean. You're a judge. How do you score that?
But that was a very difficult one. I mean, I'd never like to say who's won, because you're going to look silly if the decision comes back not the way you said it. But I mean, that was just an amazing fight to watch. You saw Butler almost shy in the first round, and you kind of didn't know his skill set, you didn't know his attributes, and then he came alive in the second and the third. Such a beautiful fight to watch here, the cage side, Mark.
And those leg kicks were absolutely vicious, some of the heaviest I've seen. You can make a compelling case for both men getting the nod, but what fantastic action. We're all winners there, Dean, watching that, so let's see which way the decision is going to go.
Fighters to the centre of the ring, please. Ladies and gents, let's hear it for both these young men here in the cage. 3 great rounds of action there. After those 3 rounds, we have a unanimous decision. Your winner in the blue corner, give it up for Mangirdas, Kiklieruis. And let's hear it for Pete Butler. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to a very short interval. Make sure you grab yourself a drink, grab yourself some food at the bar. Get yourselves comfortable. We've got a fantastic evening coming up for you very shortly. All officials, can I have you into the cage for a picture, please? All officials sitting cage side into the cage for a picture, please. Then